Hi guys, I'm Lily Keys, celebrity makeup artist. Welcome to this episode of Wedding Bells. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a really gorgeous Bollywood eye makeup bridal look. Okay, so I fully prepared the skin and now I'm going to be starting on the eyes. Today I'm going to be using one of my favourite mascaras. It's Studio Fix Bold Black Lash by MAC. So a great tip is to actually apply your favourite mascara first and then apply your waterproof mascara over it. This means it's easier to take off afterwards as the waterproof doesn't stick to the lashes, which makes it slightly harder to remove. This look is all about the eyes, so you want really bold lashes. So I'm going to be doing the bottom lashes as well. We really want to define the eyes in this look, so we take the lashes and it really fans out the eyes if you do both top and bottom. So next we're going to be applying the lashes. I'm going to be using these ones, which are called More Volume by Bourjois. They're really great because they fan out at the edge of the eye and give a beautiful winged effect. I'm using my Duo eyelash glue for this, and I've already put some on my hand because it's good to put some on your hand for a few minutes and let it go tacky before you apply it to the lash. Applying it with just a cotton bud today with a pointy end. And then I'm going to be applying the lashes, holding them in the middle with my fingers. Close your eyes, darling. And what you do is you put them in the middle of the eye and then you just press them onto the upper lash line. Try and get as close to the lash line as possible. I always like to take a cotton bud and just tap up any excess glue from the lashes, like this. So I'm going to start on the brows now, just to let the lashes dry a bit. It's always a good idea to let them dry fully before you put any eye makeup on top of them. So we're going to do the brows now, using this really great little palette from Smashbox. The Bollywood look usually has a really defined arched brow, so that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my liquid eyeliner from L'Oreal in Intense Black. It's got a really nice sharp felt tip point on it, which is just perfect for this sort of definition we're going for today. So just leaning it above the lashes. It's much easier to do this once you've already applied your false eyelashes, because you can lean against them and get a really good line. So I'm just bringing it up to slightly longer than the lash line and flicking it out very slightly. Right, so I'm going to take this black liner underneath the eye as well. Look up for me. Just as close to the lash root as you can. If you make a mistake, you can always take this off with a cotton bud. Taking it right into the inner corners and to the outer corners into a slight flick. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the eyeshadow using this beautiful coppery shimmery shade called Rusty by MAC with my small eyeshadow brush from Topshop, and just applying this colour right above the black line where we've just done some eyeliner. Doesn't matter if you go over the black line slightly, because we'll reapply the eyeliner afterwards. So to make these eyes really dramatic, I'm going to be using a copper pigment shade from MAC. It's called Reflex Copper. You have to use this really sparingly because it can go everywhere. So usually when I use pigments from any makeup store, I just use the products like that, and I just use the product from the lid, because otherwise it can just get a bit messy. So I'm just putting it on my small eyeshadow brush. Remember to tap away any excess. Close your eyes, darling. And I'm just putting it on top of what we've done already. You have to be really careful with this, because if the glitter falls on your face, it's quite difficult to get off, which is why sometimes in makeup I do start the eyes first and the skin last. I'm just applying it in patting motions just to really smush it into the skin. If you are too heavy-handed with your brush movements, then the pigment can fall. So now I'm going to be using an eye pencil in MAC. It's a really soft kohl and it's called Minted. It's really beautiful and green. This one, I'm really going to be doing an outline of the shape that I want and then going over it in the correct eyeshadow colour. So close your eyes for me, darling. What you need to do is find out where your crease is, where your natural eye crease is, and in Maz's case it's just here. We're going to be drawing short feathery strokes again like I always do, and wing it out parallel to your eyeliner flick. I'm going to be using a colour from my MAC eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be using this beautiful shimmery forest green colour, and it's called Humid. With my angled eyeshadow brush, tap the excess off because this is quite heavily pigmented. I'm going to be going over this line and just blending it in. So now I'm going to be using a great little palette by NARS. It's called Divine, and I'm going to be using the brownie shade, again with my angled eyeshadow brush. And I'm just, close your eyes darling, I'm just going to be placing it in the outer corner just to bring these two colours together. So with the same palette in this dark brown colour, I'm just going to blend slightly under the eyes. Look up from the eyes, just very slightly. We still want it to be quite a graphic line, but it's nice to slightly soften it. Right, so going back to my liquid liner, I really wanted to do a liner before so I knew the flick position and where to put the eyeshadow, but now I really want to make it define, so I'm going to use my liner again. Close your eyes darling. And now we're just going to be going over the same line that we already did. So I'm just going over the line that I did underneath as well with my liner. Right, so now I'm going to be using my waterproof black kohl pencil, and this is from Topshop. It's really, really good and proper waterproof. I'm going to be using this in the inner rim of the eye. So I'm just going to pull the lid down. Just look up for me, darling. So there you have it guys, the completed beautiful Bollywood eye makeup look that I've done today. If you guys want to see more looks like this one, then please give my video a big thumbs up. I'll be back next week doing another gorgeous bridal look for you. See you guys then. Bye.